Hey, it's me, Silver the Whack. The quality is not as good on this phone as it is on the computer, but since it's on the phone I can edit the sound to make it like a bit louder. Yeah. So, so someone said that I should up my vlogging game, and I'm not going to take that too literally, since I've been saying from the start that this style of vlogging casually will always be my go-to. But yeah, well, if I had the funds to get a proper camera, I wouldn't be struggling to pay tuition with I know. Yeah. And now we're just sitting on the floor while I do another row of this for the second time. Since I was an idiot, and what happened was basically that I got yarn without looking at the thickness, the weight of the yarn itself. Like the weight of the roll was the same, but the length of the yarn, the like the overall length of the string. I don't know the proper nomenclature. Was not the same, and this is a project that relies heavily on the length of the roll, not the thickness of it. So yeah, I had to frog the whole thing, like 2 entire rolls of it, and I learned the hard way the differences between the different kinds of yarn weight. So I hope that your Friday was good. I'm just here waiting for my coffee to finish making, and now you'll be asking, why are you doing that in your room? And I say, because I don't want to be bothered. Yeah, and it's gonna be a struggle to pick up the mocha pot since I broke off the handle. It's here somewhere. I didn't throw it out, but yeah, it looked like this, but it was because it's the the pot is bigger as well. I'm obviously not gonna pick it up since it doesn't have an handle. A handle. Bilingual, more like bilingual. Yeah, and I know that each of these rows takes around 10 minutes to finish, which is give or take the same time it takes, pardon, for the coffee to be ready. But I can let it be for a while longer without any issues. It doesn't really get burnt, or like, at least I've never experienced it getting burnt. So yeah. Anyway, thanks to everyone who subscribed since yesterday. I was not expecting that. Like I say in my descriptions, enjoy your stay. Don't feel forced to engage, even though I appreciate it and will always try to reply. and you can leave whenever, which should not be something I feel the need to say, but sometimes it feels like people are under the impression that once they subscribe to something, they have to tell you exactly why they subscribed, or why they are leaving. Like, I'm not Netflix or whatever, I don't need to know. Like, I appreciate that you're here now, but when you decide to leave, that's your decision. There's no money attached. You didn't sign a contract. I'm not the devil, even though I finish my videos by saying that I'll be back, and that's a threat, which is a joke, an inside joke that I have with someone who was one of my first viewers, a real life friend of mine. And pertains to me being like the devil or a demon that you summon, and the demon just shows up. The demon gives you some time and then shows up. But in my case, it's just like, yeah, you summon the demon, and the demon shows up. Yeah. And that joke started as a way to, like, not make the situation of me sometimes having really bad isolation periods, and my friend just went like, yeah, but I know that if I really need you and I shoot you a message saying that I need you, you'll be there regardless. So yeah, that meant a lot, because yeah, it's true, and it was really meaningful to hear that. And my friend has heard this from my mouth, so it's not news. It was an emotional moment when I was told this, and it still gets to me. So yeah, that's the story of why it's a threat that I'll be back. Like a demon. Can't get rid of me so fast. Like one of those silly demons that are kinda dumb and don't really do much aside from, I don't know, misplacing your shoes or whatever. Though, I mean, yeah, if someone messes with my friend and they need someone to make things right, they know they can count on me, even though I'm currently holding a pink crochet hook and pink crochet yarn. Yeah, I have a lot of layers, like an onion. My personality is not just the one thing. And please don't conflate my humanity to just one thing, because I share it. Also, being whack is an inside joke as well, because in real life I have a very easy laugh and find a lot of things funny, especially when they make no sense. And I have a knack for strange and outlandish things happening to me, like not an out of control zeppelin hitting me in the face, kind of insane, but like, yeah, just things going out of my control, which, yeah, is very stressful to anyone. I'm not even going to pin that on anything, it's just, I think most people wouldn't like that unless they were those true free spirits who enjoy a good, like, unexpected event to jazz up the day. Yeah, I'm not that kind of person. Okay, there you go. I thought I'd pulled out enough yarn for the rope, but I was incorrect. I was not correct. And since I'm filming on my phone, I'm going to continue to film on my phone, because I don't really want to try and edit this on the computer, though I did download some software yesterday, so maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try that. We'll see. But yeah, in regards to upping my vlogging game, like, I know that I'm vlogging in the original sense of the word, like just random, like a blog post, like a journal kind of thing, which was what vlogs originally were, and I'm not going to change that format, but I might do other things on here. And since I keep being compared to musicians and stuff, I feel like that's a sign that maybe I should start trying to learn the guitar, since I have one that my friend gave me, but it doesn't have strings. I mean, it does have strings, but they're all out of tune, and I can actually pull that guitar out and show just how bad the strings are. And that's one row finished. I will take note of it. A little tote bag where I put the thing, okay? So, right. This is disconnected. This is also disconnected. Yeah, see, my personality is not just whatever, it's also Star Wars and Slam Dunk and a bunch of other things that are out of sight, and I will not be pulling them down. Okay, so this will either be really good or really bad. Oh my god. Okay, that's hot. If I do this, and I grab it this way, yeah, okay. Fuck. Okay. Did it, like, sip into the cloth? No, it didn't. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. That's nice. Didn't sip into the cloth. Yeah. Today's mug is the Shelby Co. mug. Yeah, I'm gonna push this to here, and I'm gonna pause very carefully. I'm here. I said I would continue on my phone, but I decided against it. I will try the editing software and see what happens. Yeah, I've already put the video that I recorded on my phone in the drive, and it's downloaded, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Yeah, someone was saying in one of my videos, one of my recent ones. Also, by the way, thank you to the people who have subscribed to the channel. Hey. Again, I've said this and in the first part, but I will say it again. Enjoy your stay. Leave whenever. Don't feel the need to tell me you're leaving. This isn't a subscription to a paid service. I don't need to know. Just enjoy your stay. If you decide that you no longer like me, you can just unsubscribe and go. I really don't need the negativity, and I don't think it's warranted to just go and tell me that I did this, that, and the other. Like, yeah, I will not please everyone. That's a given. That's why I say don't like, don't watch, don't like, click back, don't like, block. That's always the way I've proceeded when I didn't like someone or something. Not telling them they're this, that, and the next, like. The only time I asked, it was because it was someone I knew and had been talking to, and this person took it extremely personal, and yeah, it was the right decision to ask that, actually, because then they revealed their true colors, and I was like, whoa, okay, that was just a question, but thanks, this clears up the air. You stay in your little I'm an empath bubble, and I will be 50 miles away from you forever. I don't like people who claim to be empaths. I don't like people who say, "Oh, I'm so nice. I feel so much empathy. Oh no, Like, if you hear that, just start running in the opposite direction. That's my advice for that. Tangent. Someone in the comments was saying that I could upgrade my vlogging game. And yeah, I mean, I guess that could probably lead to a wider reach, but I'm kind of scared of that, though if it happened then it would, but then I would not really change the stuff that I put out right now. Like, sometimes I vlog outside, sometimes I vlog, most of the time I vlog inside. I do crochet, I talk about my hobbies, I read stories, which I have read but I've not posted because yeah, it got a bit of emotional, and I'm not sure about that, but yeah, maybe I'll post it. After I edit it, of course. the games that I've been like playing to just relax and have some fun. Uh, the person from Leicester uh, was asking what my favorite route in that silly sim date game was, and at the moment I don't know, since I've only played with these two characters so far, like try to romance these two characters. uh, I think that the main one is the Robert character, since he's the icon for the game, and there's a bunch of hints of like, yeah, of this being the end game kind of ship or whatever. But it being a sim date, it's kind of like there's no end game. I guess all the routes are different, and once I've completed all of them, I'll have a better, have an opinion about that. I guess is what I want to say. Someone else was saying that I look like Patti Smith's child. And use the gendered word, and I will say genuinely that I'm not upset in any way about that, because that's not my personality. I have other problems, and that's a tiny one compared to those. So being called Patti Smith's daughter is fine. Okay. I didn't remember Patti Smith at all. I've probably listened to some of the songs, and it was funny because it's not the first time I'm compared to an 80s punk rock star. I don't remember the name of the guy though. Was it Tom? Don't remember. Yeah, but it's always people with a similar ancestry. Though Patti Smith's is kind of muddy in my opinion, because she has the same features as all the other people I've been compared to, which includes Timothy Chalamet guy and Finn Wolfhard and Brian Molko. And nobody will know this one, but Michele Bravi, who is an Italian singer and songwriter. And yeah, it's all people from the same geographical region, like the Mediterranean, Middle Eastern roots kind of vibe. And I see that in Patti Smith, but I couldn't find much on that, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I just have one of those faces, I guess. Odd, I guess. I'm not a fan of my face, not the other people's. Yeah. And I've been trying my best to get funds for tuition by requesting like support from the official organizations, and I'll see how that goes. I'll see how that goes. For now, I'm just sat here with my little coffee, thinking. Because I keep sending CV after CV after CV after CV every single day, and it's frustrating. It makes you feel like, pardon, it makes you feel worthless, basically. Yeah, because these people either are not looking at the application at all, or they're just ignoring it altogether, seeing it and just deleting it without looking at it. And it's just frustrating because I've been working on these translations for a long time, and then the professor flaked, and now I'm just like, what am I supposed to do now? I was counting on this. I made sure that this was ready on time for you to facilitate the publication of this, so that I would get the money and be able to pay for tuition. But then she decided to be an idiot and screw herself over, and yeah, she's fine because she's rich and old, so she will just retire. Meanwhile, I'm just collateral, basically. Yeah, so what I've been doing is send these translations to other publishers, trying to reach out to other professors and see if they have any advice. I've reached out to one, they responded and said they would evaluate the thing. And I'm like, yeah, it's just frustrating, especially when the university is public and not free. And then they send you automated emails that sound like threats of legal action. That sound like someone will come knock on your door and take everything you own. But even if they did that, they would have to work really hard to make all the money that they want to charge me from my possessions. Even the car is not worth the amount of the tuition. So what are they gonna do? Arrest me? You're gonna arrest me? Is that it? Because if they even suggested anything like that, I would make this extremely public. I would go on the tabloid channels and would make this extremely public and extremely embarrassing for them that they do this to people, because I know that I'm not the only one. and I'm just at a point where I'm like, yeah, I don't care anymore. Honestly, I don't care anymore. I do this as a kind of therapy. That's why I don't want to really change the format of the way I vlog. I do this as a form of therapy. Um, and yeah, when you try really hard and see that in the end nothing even matters, it's frustrating to say the very least. But I do hope that you're doing okay in my stead. As far as things I've been doing go, I've been reading a book on the Ainu people. I've also been reading the Night Circus book slowly because the writing is kind of pretentious. I with all due respect, like, it sounds fine. The dialogues sound good, which is a plus on my book. But yeah, it sounds pretentious. It sounds pretentious. The language of the description sounds a bit pretentious. I guess maybe that's the vibe. Maybe that's the vibe. But I'll have to read the whole thing to make up my mind about it, to see if it's just an impression I'm getting or what. Because since I speak Romance languages fluently, it just sounds odd to read English with Latinate words, because I'm also an English major, and yeah, those are just perceived to be the fancier words. But if you go to the Mediterranean and listen to Romance languages, you notice that those are just people's common everyday words. So there's nothing fancy about it. But in English there is, and that makes me go like, But maybe I could be wrong. I'll have to keep reading to really decide. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been reading. Yeah, the book is the book on the Ainu is, yeah, for my research. This one is entertainment. And yeah. I guess there's not much else I wanna really say. Aside that there might be more whittling in the future. A real threat to my hands mostly, I guess. But yeah, that's all. And that's enough. Even with the mashed videos, it won't be very long, I don't think. But yeah. The breathing exercise, just pick one and do it. And do it on your own if you feel like it would benefit you. I know it's good to do it with someone else, but yeah, the vibes are really not vibing a lot today. Mostly because of the fact that extended family will be coming in tomorrow. And yeah, there's a reason why I do things in my room like brew coffee. And it's not that I don't like to talk to my family, it's more that I don't want to be met with random questions that I really don't want to answer, especially at a time when I'm struggling mentally to try and stay calm and think and like manifest that everything will be okay. Yeah, so maybe we can do it without the timer. We'll do the 444 one. The breathe in 4, breathe out 4, breathe in 4, breathe out 4. We'll do that for 1 minute, okay? So let this reach 21 minutes. Okay. That was exactly 1 minute. Yay. See? I chose this one because it was the easiest one. Yeah, there was breathing. Cool. And for anyone who's been around long enough, have you picked up a hobby? A new one? A new language? Just joking. For real, I'm just joking. I'm just being goofy. Yeah, will now try to edit the footage, just like merge the two videos and upload it like that, like minimal editing. Yeah. Because of all the comparisons with musicians, I've thought of trying to get some strings for a guitar that my friend gave me. Precisely because the strings were messed up and out of tune. I might show the guitar tomorrow, maybe. Since I show up with vlogs on the weekends. But yeah, I don't feel like doing that today. This has gone on for long enough. But I hope that you are well. If you're not, I hope everything goes well and gets better. Yeah, let's all just manifest good things, like try to attract positive things, I guess. Even if we don't believe it, like, yeah, even I we believe in a lot of things, feel myself run out of hope a lot. So yeah, not the most positive note to end this in, but yeah, the positive note here is really, let's all just manifest that things will be okay, that everything will be okay. If things are not okay now, they will be, because everything passes. Yeah, everything passes. Let's keep fighting, keep threatening to come back, like the summon demon. But yeah, that's it. That's all. That's enough. Stay well, and I will be back. That's a threat. Bye bye.